How are you, sir?
Lunchtime at 12th and Marshall
With everything on it, correct?
Yes, sir.
can be a dizzying deluge of orders,
Spanish?
Tomato.
feeding the hungry masses
What about the hot sauce?
hour
No hot sauce, huh?
after hour.
Have a wonderful day.
A human conveyor belt,
Just spicy and the jalapeno.
turning out hundreds
Enjoy your lunch.
of his signature wraps,
What would you like today?
Mediterranean wrap.
day
How you been?
after day.
So it's been a while since I haven't seen you.
It's a routine Tico Sanchez
So what is it? You don't like hot sauce?
has been perfecting at this spot
That's the best part of the sandwich.
since 1996.
Have a good day, sweetheart. Thank you.
Under a baking sun,
It is hot.
through searing summer temperatures,
Yeah, this is hot.
Tico serves his loyal customers
Wow, this is so good.
with a smile.
Ladies,
You may think after 17 years, Tico would tire of his daily dance,
everything on it?
but he couldn't picture himself anywhere else.
You ever tried the jalapeno dressing?
In fact, this is the life he dreamed of long ago. In a much different place.
Here you in the United States.
Born under the heavy hand of Fidel Castro's communist Cuba, Tico says his prospects of a thriving, independent life there were slim.
You want to have a dream? You got to get out of Cuba.
For years, he yearned for a better existence over the horizon.
What is the point to live in a country that I can even be able to have the freedom to speak?
But he realized trying to escape his homeland could mean decades in prison or even death.
We was very careful. We had to be very careful.
The Cuban military treated those who tried defecting with contempt.
The only way that you disappear is when you try to intend to leave the country.
Tico was willing to take the chance and risk everything.
I decided to say, enough, I'm out of here.
But that would mean leaving his loved ones and what little he had behind.
It's about me and my family. What can I do for them? How can I get them a better life?
Tico would follow in his younger brother Kenny's wake, who at 17 attempted swimming to the U.S. military base in Guantanamo Bay, several miles away. One evening in early February of 1994, a 23-year-old Tico tells his mother he's leaving to visit relatives. He would not return.
I was committed. For the moment that I left my mother's house, I was on the mission. I exactly knew what I wanted to do.
Tico could not tell his parents his intentions. If they knew, his mother and father could be jailed.
That I can see my mother look at me and I look at her, I couldn't even tell her what I was going to do. I couldn't tell her. And that was very devastating for me.
Tico and a cousin reached the coast heavily patrolled by Cuban soldiers. He doesn't hesitate. It's now or never.
We jumped in the water and we started swimming.
Plunging into the unknown wearing nothing but shorts. There's no turning back.
I was concentrating on the idea to get in the water, and once I'm in the water, I knew I was free. Nobody can stop me.
Defectors before him attempt this very journey. Some with success, others simply vanish.
Everything is black. The only place that we always used to see at nighttime was Guantanamo Bay.
Tico battles stormy swells, driving rains, and increasing doubt.
I was not going to be able to make it. I didn't have the strength to continue swimming.
He rests on a sandbar and is joined on his quest by a school of dolphins.
Any noise, you feel like, oh my God.
Tico's heart races, eluding the Cuban Navy and inching closer to freedom. Thoughts of his brother Kenny help sustain him during his darkest hours.
That was the whole thing that I was thinking about.
Finally, after more than 2 days in the water and nearly 7 watery miles, an exhausted but exhilarated Tico reaches the fortified U.S. base.
It's like giving a little candy to a kid. You're so excited about it.
Following 4 days of interrogation by U.S. Marines and another 18 days in a cell, the Cuban defector seeking political asylum is flown to Miami.
I knew they got to do something with me, but not taking me back to Cuba. So I was safe.
So, just how far did Tico travel in the water? It's like swimming the distance between Churchill and Richmond, all the way to Willow Lawn in Henrico County. By chance, the same federal agent who processes Tico registered his brother 6 months prior. He learns Kenny is living in Richmond.
Oh, that was a miracle.
Everything changed. Everything.
Through Catholic Charities, the brothers are reunited at the home of Nina and Frank Lemming,
I mean, it was just unreal.
foster parents to more than 30 children.
We cried, we hug each other. To me, my brother is a hero.
It was amazing.
As their new American mom and dad,
We just were there to guide them and help them.
the Lemmings would leave a deep impact on the Sanchez brothers.
We tried to give them what we could. I mean, we knew that they had done without.
While carving out their new identities, Tico and Kenny would always remember their roots.
The decision to leave, it was to help my family.
The brothers would swear their allegiance and become U.S. citizens.
I'm the lucky man alive. I'm very lucky.
Eventually, after 10 years and piles of legal red tape, their parents were allowed to join Tico and Ken in a tearful reunion in 2003.
Eso fue lo más.
I never lost hope that I would see my two sons again. It was the most exciting moment of my life, being reunited as a family.
The Sanchez brothers are not squandering their opportunities. Jobs in construction would lead to a career in food carts and eventually Cuban cuisine.
The chicken chunk is marinated.
Recently, the proud siblings opened Tico Grill,
We have a guava and a regular. Perfect.
an eatery
Table 9.
Your hot sauce will be out in a second, man.
on Richmond's Gray Street.
Not easy, hard.
The brothers Sanchez, living proof the American dream does exist.
If you have something that you want to do, you can do it. I believe we did it. Anybody can do it.
That if you're a hard-working guy, it's a place for you. If you have a dream, it's a place for you.
Thank you.
You can see the fruits of their labor on display every weekday,
Hey, what's up, man?
fittingly along Richmond's Liberty Trail.
Everything that I have is all I want. Everything that I have in my life right now is exactly where I want in this moment. I'm very happy with my life.
The last bag.
Stop by for a bite.
The jalapenos,
It's the food cart
yeah, this one's really good.
where freedom
I country with the spinach.
has never tasted so good.
Thank you very much. Have a great day, sir.
As far back as he can remember,
I've been interested in flying since I was about 8 years old.
Tony Carr's head has been floating through the clouds.
After my first introduction flight, I knew that that was something I seriously wanted to pursue.
While his friends were learning how to parallel park, Tony was climbing new heights.
Driving, I guess at that time, was the least of my worries. I wanted to be able to do stuff in the air.
Certified a pilot at 16, Tony was teaching would-be pilots by 18.
It was something that just really felt right.
His career in aviation was, well, taking off.
Every time that I flew and I knew that I was earning a living doing it, it was something that never really felt like work.
At 24, the Texan moves to Richmond to fly cargo planes. But just 2 months into his new job,
April 11th, 2011 was a horrific day for me.
Tony's dream comes crashing to earth.
Something happened which I can't explain, and it appears at this time no one else can explain.
At 9:30 p.m. on runway 20 at RIC, Tony's twin-engine Navajo experiences catastrophic failure.
Just after I initially took off, I lost my left engine.
His plane was falling from the sky at nearly 100 miles an hour.
At that point, I was just concerned for my life. I wasn't concerned for the aircraft, for the cargo, for anything else, because at that point I was just honestly trying to make sure that I could survive.
Tony desperately fights to keep the plane from flipping over.
Things were happening so quick, within seconds, within milliseconds, that after that moment I have no conscious recollection.
A fireball swallows the plane upon impact next to the runway.
We have a fully involved aircraft at this time.
An unconscious Tony trapped inside.
The whole right side of the airplane was gone.
On the taxiway, we need immediate assistance right now.
Captain Kevin Garber watches the plane erupt just a few yards from the airport's fire station.
Rescue 4, help him out on the right side of the airplane.
You could tell it was an airplane of some sort. You couldn't tell make or model.
Rescue crews reach the wreckage moments after the crash.
Approximately mid-20.
And pull a badly charred Tony out of the plane.
Third-degree burns to face and chest area.
We could tell that he was alive. He was gasping for air.
Medic 6 en route.
When you were to look in that cockpit area where the pilot was, you would think there was no way that anybody could have survived that.
With precious seconds ticking, paramedics rush their patient to VCU Medical Center.
It's just one of those days that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
I got a call that there was a plane crash and there was a large burn.
Dr. Michael Feldman and his team at the burn center received their patient.
He was up there with the worst that I've seen.
With burns on more than 60% of his body, Tony is barely clinging to life.
Nobody knew if I would even survive.
He was at one point probably the sickest patient in the entire hospital.
It felt like a sunburn by about 1,000 times multiplied, and it was pure torture.
It's the beginning of a seemingly endless road to recovery and painful reconstruction.
I was in the ICU room here at MCV for 80 days. So far, I've gone through 26 surgeries. I still have surgeries and procedures remaining.
And there were parts of his body that were burned off.
His brush with death that night.
That's what happened.
Still haunts Tony today.
Sometimes I felt like I just wanted it to end because it was so painful.
With family, friends, and his fiancée at his side, though, Tony miraculously turns a corner.
Most of the pain, most of the anguish and the feelings of the terrible feelings are behind me.
Beneath the deep scars, Tony
head back the other way.
Has something burning inside.
Throw with our left hand.
A desire to lead a normal life.
Getting close there. Alrighty, that's good.
His team of lifesavers marvel at his success so far.
I think he's a lucky guy, but he's also a strong, inspiring guy.
He faces years of grueling physical therapy, but through ever-present discomfort, Tony is discovering another passion, one that doesn't require wings.
I'm able to run, I'm able to lift weights, I'm able to physically compete in a number of things, and it gives me a great feeling of fulfillment and success.
Just 5 months after that fateful night on the runway, Tony shared I-dos with his sweetheart.
If you keep pushing, if you keep driving, that, you can't put a price on the inner drive and the determination that a human has.
To see Tony flourish is one of the best things in my life.
Now, approaching the 2nd anniversary of his crash,
I actually had my nose reconstructed.
Don't expect Tony to feel sorry for himself.
It's truly a miracle to look in the mirror and to be proud of who I am and to be proud of how I look today.
For somebody that's gone through the pain, the suffering, and the treatment that he's had to go through to get where he is now, he truly is a hero.
With his feet planted firmly on the ground, Tony dreams of sharing the sky with clouds again one day, in the cockpit, where he says he belongs.
If I want to do something, no matter of my appearance, no matter of how I look, no matter of what's happened to me, I'm going to do it. If I don't know how to do it, I'm going to find a way, and it will get done.